Hello, everybody. Here's another video for you for my talk about my transverse myelitis. This here's part 5. Um, talk about how my day was today, what all I did, and how I've progressed. So today, again, like the last few days, I've got completely dressed by myself, pretty much. I believe it was all by myself. Of course, I had a conference call this morning at 8 a.m., which took forever. I think we didn't hang up the phone until about 9:30, 9:35, something like that. And had to go out. My wife had to leave at 9:40 so she could head back to work. So I hated to see her go like always, but I know it's the way it is here. She gets to come and spend the night and then leave and go back home and go to work. And it's a lot on both of us when she has to leave. She doesn't want to, and I don't want her to. And every time she leaves, it's kind of, for me, it's like, oh, gee, here, nothing here for me. But I have to have the motivation to keep going, and I just focus on getting home. So, but I had occupational therapy first today, which was pretty good. I learned a lot of useful information, a lot of helpful tips as far as some stretching for the shoulders, especially using this wheelchair and having to use a whole lot of upper body to maneuver and move around and everything. So yeah, I learned some shoulder stretches, and we learned some exercises to help build up strength in the upper body. And then after that, we went and simulated a house. So they have a room where you go in. It kind of simulates your kitchen area. So has your refrigerator and your microwave, or your stove and dishwasher, washer and dryer. So they had us simulating like how we would maneuver in a wheelchair, basically how I would maneuver around and get things out of the refrigerator properly without damaging the shoulder, like reaching up heavy, getting like a gallon of milk. You don't want to damage the shoulder because that's all you got to move yourself around. And then it was operating the microwave. Be careful. With me, I don't have no feelings in my legs. I can't feel pain. I can't feel cold. I can't, none of that stuff. So the ideal for me is, if I use the microwave, be mindful, don't stick nothing hot in my lap. I could get burnt and not know it. And then obviously, the dishwasher, hey, I can do that. That's something I can do at home. I can load the dishwasher or unload it. Now I can't put it away per se because I can't reach up into cabinets, but at least I could unload it, have it on the counter. So everything's not on my wife to have to do. Now, when it comes to the stove, again, I got to be very careful if I'm using the stove because I don't have no feeling here, no pain feeling, like it's numb. It hurts. There's pain up in here, but a lot of it's numb, and I could potentially burn myself, but my case, my stove, I can't reach over it and do the dial, so me using the stove is probably not going to happen. Washer and dryer in my house, probably not going to work. I don't know as if I could maneuver around there and get in there. But the good thing is I could sit in my chair and fold clothes. So I can definitely help out and not be, doing nothing at the house, which makes me feel good. At least I can help and do something. So that was pretty much the extent of occupational therapy as far as that went. They had the meeting today to discuss my plan and where I go from here. So I did find out today that my discharge date is Friday the 12th. So I got about a week and a half here left to go here at the facility to gather as much information, to get as strong as I possibly can, learn new tricks and new ways of doing things, being in the position I'm in, the shape I'm in. So I'm going to utilize that next week and a half to do that. Yeah. It's pretty good information. They're going to order me some things for the house when I go home. And one of the things is they're going to order me a custom chair, which will be built for me. Basically, I'm test driving one right now. It's a really nice chair. I can't really show you, but it's a really nice chair. It's really smooth. It's a pretty nice chair. Ultra light, and it's a rigid frame, they call it, so it comes apart. You can take it apart and it folds up like the size of a suitcase. So I'm trying this chair out for tonight, possibly try a different one out tomorrow. And I'm really liking this chair a lot, but we'll see how it goes. I might like a different one better. Then I had a little break, ate dinner, and then I went to PT. So at PT, of course, I worked on leg strengthening, did a lot of leg exercises, and trying to build up strength in my legs. And then I stood up for about a half hour, 45 minutes on that standing frame, and I had to do some movement of blocks back and forth and things to try to distribute my weight from left to right on the left hip, right hip, kind of thing, just to get my hips moving and get that. Now, in that standing frame, again, I think I mentioned there's a strap that goes around behind me, around the backside of right at the base of my legs, and it kind of holds me in there, so it's standing me up straight so my knees don't buckle when I fall. So just kind of getting used to standing, basically. So I did that, and then I had to go and come back, and then I went back to PT today, and I sat. It's kind of like sitting on a bike, exercise bike, but it was a stepper, and you kind of just go like this back and forth, and I did that for 5 minutes about 6 or 8 times, and really got a good leg workout today. And I'm hoping, I'm putting in the effort as much as I can to try to build the strength in my legs, and praying the good Lord, if it's His will, that I walk again. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. There's only a very few things that keep me going in this place, because I miss my kids terribly. I miss my family. I miss my dogs. I miss my house. There's only very few things that keep me going, and one is my wife telling me that this is good for me, and I need to utilize all this time to get stronger, get more independent. Other than that, the good Lord above, helping me to stay here, and has to be, because I would have already signed out and went home like a few days ago. And then the fact that I need to be as independent as possible. The last thing I want is to go home and have to have everything done for me. Have to have somebody to do this, somebody to do that, and, clean me up, and, just everything, get me dressed kind of thing. I don't want that. I want to be as independent as I can. I want to be as mobile as I can. Everybody that knows me knows that I've always been the guy on the go. I don't sit in the house and lay around and do nothing. I'm always doing something outside, or working or something. I'm always somewhere. So it's going to be very challenging for me, nonetheless, because I am limited on what I can do. I can't drive, I can't do any, you know, I just can't get up and just go and do whatever like I did before. So it's challenging. It's a little bit rough. So, but anyway, that was the extent of PT and occupational therapy, and then I've had some very good conversations with a few people here that are in this place today. Um, some people that's not as bad off as I am, and then a couple people that are worse than me. I talked with a guy today, and he's in here. He's gonna be here for a few more days as well. Um, he's worse off than me. At least I can move my legs. I can move my legs. I can wiggle my feet. Things like that. He can't do any of that from the waist down. So, it just goes to show, like I said, that there's always somebody that's worse off than you. So, anyway, so I was telling you all about the power chair. My friend picked it up today and took it to my house, which is truly amazing that it's there. And but I got to tell you a little backstory about that chair. So last weekend, not this weekend that passed, I don't think. Well, it may have been, but just a couple days ago, my son, my 11-year-old son, wheeled with me outside, get some fresh air, and he starts looking around. He asked me if I had my phone, and he goes, "Oh, I got mine." And I was like, "What are you doing?" He said, "I got to get on Amazon, Dad." He said, we got to find you a power chair." And he starts looking them up, and he's like, "Oh, this ain't gonna work." He said, "The cheapest one I can find is $800." He said, "I don't know what we're gonna do." I said, "Buddy, don't worry about it. We'll cross that bridge when we get there to be okay." Right after that, like the next day, is when I was presented with the opportunity to get this chair for free. That, everybody, is how the good Lord works. Praise God. That's how everything works out. Because He's always providing. He's always making a way. He's always there. We just got to learn to lean on Him and trust in Him and know that He is right there, fighting the same battle we're fighting. He's fighting it for us. Now, I know, trust me, I know it's hard to do. It's hard not to worry. It's hard not to, get that mindset of, oh my God, what am I going to, But just remember, He said He'd never leave us or forsake us. He's not going to put more on us than what we can handle. Even though it seems like it, He's not going to do it. That's how God works. And like I said before, I want to be back to normal. The way I was before this all happened to me, that's where I want to be. Is it going to happen? I don't know. But like I said, whatever the good Lord's will is, I'm okay with it. Because He's got a bigger plan for my life, no matter what it is. He's got a bigger plan for it, and I'll make it. So anyway, so again, yeah, my date to discharge here is April the 12th, which is next Friday. This coming up week, Monday, Tuesday, my wife has got to come up here and stay. And she's going to go through physical therapy and occupational therapy and that. And they're going to kind of show us both and basically help her to know a little bit about what I need to do and things that, she can help me with and, things like that and help me to get stronger and things like that. Now, in terms of care when I leave here, I don't know if I'll have a home health aide or if I have to go and have some kind of physical therapy somewhere else, but which is going to be challenging because I can't drive. I have to depend on somebody, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And I know the good Lord's going to make a way for that. He always does. Always, always, always does. So anyway, I don't think I'm leaving anything out. That's pretty much how this day has went. I do appreciate all the comments. I do appreciate all the concerns and the kind words and all the support, no matter how it is or where it comes from. I appreciate it, and I'm blessed that I have a group of people in my community and my friends and family that love me and are always thinking about me. They check on me, they text me, they, everything like that. I'm grateful, I'm blessed, and I'm 100% thankful for it, guys. You guys want to comment on these videos or share them or subscribe to my channel, like them, anything like that. It comes to heart. I take it to heart, and I'm appreciative for it. So with that being said, I reckon this part of the video is over for the night. I will post another one hopefully tomorrow if the good Lord's willing, and let you know how tomorrow goes. But until then, please keep me in your prayers. I can use them. Remember, if you're going through some problems or some things at home and you're just upset and whatever, remember, leave that stuff to the Lord. Give it to Him. But also remember, there's somebody worse off than you everywhere you look. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night. Thank you very much for following me. And we'll see you on the next video, guys. Thank you very much.